Hello everyone, this is Teacher Marian. Welcome to my YouTube channel.
If you're new to this channel, please like and subscribe, and don't forget mine.
In our subject assessment of learning 2, I'll be talking about grade computation.
So please watch and learn.
First and foremost, the question that will pop up into our head is that, how is learner progress recorded and computed?
For kindergarten!
Checklist and anecdotal records are used instead of numerical grades. These are based on learning standard found in kindergarten curriculum guide. It is important for the teachers to keep portfolio which can provide concrete evidence of how much or how well the learner is able to accomplish the skills and competencies. Through checklist, the teacher will be able to indicate whether or not the child is able to demonstrate knowledge and or perform tasks expected for kindergarten. Through anecdotal record, teachers will be able to describe learners' behavior, attitude, and effort in schoolworks.
For grades 1 to 12!
In a grading period, there is one quarterly assessment, but there should be instances for students to produce written works and to demonstrate what they know and can do through performance tasks. There is no required number of written works and performance tasks, but these are spread out over the quarter and used to assess learners' skills after each unit has been taught. The weight of components for every subject in grades 1 to 10 varies. In languages, AP and ESP, accordingly, written work, performance task, quarterly assessment, they have a percentage of 30, 50, and 20%. In science and math, it has 40, 40, and 20%. In MAPE, EPP or TLA, it has 20, 60, and 20%. Suppose we have an example, computing the grade of Marian C. Abello in Civics and Culture subject. In written work, Abello has 17 out of 20, 30 out of 30, 35 out of 40, and in performance tasks, she has 37 out of 40, 28 out of 30, and in quarterly assessment, she has 80 out of 85. Now, let us proceed to the solution. Step 1 is find the summation of the row scores. In written work following step 1, the total is 17 plus 30 plus 35 is equal to 82. Hence, Abello got 82 out of 90 in written work. While in performance task following step 1, the total of it is 37 plus 28 equals 65. Hence, Abello got 65 out of 70 in performance task. Now let's proceed to the second step. The second step is to solve for the percentage score, or PS. Percentage score has a formula of the summation of the row score over the highest possible score times 100. So by substitution, we have 82 over 90 times 100 equals 0.9111 times 100 equals 91.11. And so, PS in written work is 91.11. Similarly, by substitution, we have 65 over 70 times 100 equals 0.9286 times 100 equals 92.86. Hence, PS in performance task is 92.86. Lastly, still by substitution, we have 80 over 85 times 100 is equal to 0.9412 times 100 is equal to 94.12. Hence, The percentage score in quarterly assessment is 94.12. Now let's go on to the third step. It is to solve for the weighted score. The formula of the weighted score is equal to the percentage score times the weight of the component. Remember that the weights vary from different components. In written work, since the weight is 30%, we have 91.11 times 0.3 is equal to 27.33. While in performance task, since the weight is 50%, we have 92.86 times 0.50 is equal to 46.43. And lastly, in quarterly assessment, with a weight of 20%, we have 94.12 times 0.20 is equal to 18.82. Yes, we're almost done. So the second to the last step is to solve for the initial grade.
How do we do it, Mommy?
Easy. Here it is. We just simply add all the weighted score.
Really?
Yes, as simple as that. So by adding the 3 WS, we have 27.33 plus 46.43 plus 18.82, we have 92.58. Now we're down to the last step. It is to transmute initial grade to quarterly grade. How do we do it? We simply use the transmutation table. Transmuting 92.58, we got 95. And so, Marian Abello's quarterly grade in Civics and Culture is 95. We have the second example, computing of grades in Biology of Abello Marian C. The same process and steps will be used. The only difference is that the weight of the components differ from the previous example. Since the subject here is biology, and biology is under the branch of science, therefore, the weight of components that you are going to use is under science.
Watch and see the difference!
See? The process and steps are just the same.
Wow!
Now let's go on to the third example.
Okay.
Here you have to compute the grades in MAPE of Abello, Marian. You are given the initial grades in Music 91, Arts 90, PA 95, while in Health, we still have to find it. Guys, this example is somewhat tricky.
So please watch carefully, guys.
that's all for today. I hope you learned something.